This is my membership program, and in this membership I will provide you complete video tutorial and the source code of the project, and the project based video tutorial I will provide you. And you know that here we have a just I finished .NET Core, REST API, Angular, and .NET Blazor, and Entity Framework Core and SQL Server, MS Test Unit, HTML, jQuery, and CSS. And all videos are providing. I provide you uh, complete video tutorial and the complete source code in just 800 rupees for the Indian users and the $15 for the other country users. But now just I covered .NET Core first of all, and the REST API, and .NET Blazor first of all, and just after that I will provide you Angular and the React, and just after that I will provide you HTML, CSS, and jQuery and the JS video tutorials. Now the rest of the things is remaining. This is not only a course based membership. I will provide you a lifetime journey based courses. I mean to say that only 800 rupees is just 800 rupees, and I will provide you lots of courses. Not only these, I will provide you more, so you get always a new video tutorial, and you can say a new source code of the project. So this is my membership, and you can join it by just filling this form. So just fill this form, that is full stack development, and your name, your email ID, your contact number, transaction reference ID, order ID, PayPal ID, and if you are belong from India, just pay 800 rupees for an Indian user. And I will, if you are belong from other country, just pay using PayPal. This is my PayPal ID. This is my PayPal ID. Now, just after that, I will share you the content in your mail. Okay. So, in this video tutorial, just I'm going to tell you about how to fetch data from a API, or you can say ASP.NET Core RESTful API to the React app using Axios library. We all know that here we have a API, and that these are the API endpoints. Uh, you know that here we have a categories, and just I want to get the categories. So just try it out and get all the categories. So here we have the category that is ID is 1 and the name is fashion. And just I want to get it in the React app with the help of the React app. So you can use it like this way. Okay. And how to, how to call API from your React app. This is today's tutorial. Okay. Let's get started with your API endpoints first. Now here we have a API, ASP.NET Core is API, and that is my categories controller. Now under the categories controller, we have a repository, you know that iCategory repository. So it is a repository pattern based, architecture. So through which we can just pull the data from database tables with the help of, Entity Framework Core. So here we have a get all categories. So the what is the endpoint is here, that is the routing API, and the controller name, that is categories. Okay, and that is API controller. And now with the help of, I want to get it all the categories first with the help of repositories. So category repo.get all, and here we have a model. Now just fetch all the categories and just transfer category into the category DTO, and category DTO is ID and the name. So just return it a list of category DTO to the RESTful, to the client side. Okay. Now also we use it a course property under your program.cs file. Under the course property, we just assigned it app.course options.allow any origins, any methods, and any headers, so that you can say that there is no restrictions to access data from the API, and there is no domain restrictions. Any methods, header, and origin can access the API data. Okay, so everything you know about the course property. Okay, that's cool. Now that is my API endpoints where we just get all the categories. So listen carefully. Now the next one is to create a new component where we just get all the data from the API endpoints. So here we have a categories directory. Under the categories directory, we have a index categories. First of all, just I want to talk about index categories. Okay, under the index category, we use these things to fetch the data. And also we have a category list. Also here I just receive a data with the help of Axios library. So here we have a Axios library. Now both way I just explain it, you can fetch data from API. So first of all I want to talk about Axios. With the help of Axios, you just get data from the API endpoints. So you need to install a Axios library first. So just open Control double T and you can say that it's a terminal and install npm. With the help of npm install Axios. Just type it npm I Axios and install your Axios library. After install your Axios library, you can use it Axios. Okay. Now just create a functional component under your categories directory. That is my functional component, and that functional component assigned it in your routing data, in your routing path. So under the functional component, you just use state. Why we use state here? Use state is actually update the variable value. So first of all, if you want to initialize some data in your form and in your controls, then you can use state. Use state is actually change your DOM state, and that is your category. So initial data you can just put it here, but here we have empty data right now. And use state is actually type. You can use a type in the use state as well. So here we have a category DTO array. Okay, now the categories is right now it's null, or you can say that empty object. Here you can say that empty object here. Okay, so right now there is no need to write it here. Now the next one is to use effect. Use effect is a hooks, similar like use state. Use state is also a hook in React. Use effect is used where you want to render data just after page load, and use effect is render every time if you are not initialize your the data here. I mean to say that use effect actually render side effect, and that is my side effect. That is my side effect of selected text is my side effect. So use effect is used to render side effects data, and under the side effect you can use fetch the API data and subscription events and many more things. So under the use effects you can use Axios library, and that is get method. Under the get method, we have a category list URL. So what about the category list URL? Category list URL is a URL of, that here that is defined under your, that is endpoints. So where is endpoints? And here is my endpoints. Wait for time. This is my endpoints. So here we have a endpoints, and endpoints is what? That is export constant variable, that is category list URL, and under the category list URL here is my category list URL. So what about the base URL? Actually base URL is exist in your environment file, and here is my development environment file is like that, and here is your base URL, so that you can use a constant variable here. Now the response of the value is, that Axios response of type category DTO, so that you can just put this response to the categories by with the help of set categories. So you can use set categories of response.data. So now when the page is loaded, just after that only first time, because right now is based, that side effect is actually based on the empty data. So that first time use effect actually get the data and load your categories. So now here we have a categories, and just I want to populate your categories in your table. So this is my table, and I want to populate it with the help of map method. And map method actually working with like a for each method, for each loop, you can say. So using if you want to iterate collections like array and list, so you can use categories.map category, and like this way. So that's the way to fetch the data from the API. Now the next one is to use, that is my category list. So here is my category list, is now the next way to do it here. So here you can use fetch, I mean to say that JavaScript method. So that is my newly JavaScript method to use it here. And here the same thing, categories, set categories, use state category DTO type of array. Use effect is the same way to call it fetch. And fetch, the response is then a response in the form of JSON. And again, then you can use data. So set the categories with the help of data. So you know that data is your. Now the next one is loading. Set loading with the false. Right now the loading is true in the use state, so that you can say loading will be there. Okay, now you can use the same way to iterate the tr. That's the way to access the data from database table, so that you can use effect with the empty array, because you want to call it only the first time. Okay, so that's the way to fetch data from database table or API in your React. If you want to like this video, please like this. And if you want to get my membership, there are lots of benefits, because I will provide you a video tutorial, complete video tutorials, and project based video tutorials. Thank you guys for watching this video.